Good morning from beautiful NINH BINH. There is honestly nothing like waking up to these views. Yesterday, we checked into the Tam Kok Center luxury hotel and villa, which, by the way, is the perfect home base, and as soon as that sun hit the horizon this morning, we didn't waste a second. We hopped straight into a grab car to beat the crowds and head to the crown jewel of northern Vietnam, the Trang An Scenic Landscape Complex. If you're planning a trip here, you've probably heard there are 3 different boat routes to choose from. Today, we're taking you on Route 3. It's the longest, the most comprehensive, and arguably the most breathtaking journey you can take through this UNESCO World Heritage Site.
Before we jump on the boat, let's talk logistics because this place is popular for a reason. Trang An is a dual UNESCO site, meaning it's recognized for both its natural beauty and its deep cultural history. It opens early, usually around 7:30 a.m., and trust me, you want to be here as close to opening as possible to avoid the midday heat and the tour buses from Hanoi. The ticket price is currently 300,000 VND per person, which covers your entrance fee and the boat ride itself. Before boarding your boat, you'll pass through the Trang An Cultural Exhibition Hall. This essential stop showcases archaeological relics and stone tools dating back 30,000 years, proving that these limestone karsts were once a prehistoric cradle of civilization. It's a powerful reminder that this stunning landscape isn't just a scenic backdrop, but an ancient home to some of Southeast Asia's earliest inhabitants.
It's finally time to head through the checkpoint and down to the water's edge for the main event. Each of these traditional sampan boats is designed to carry exactly 4 passengers plus the rower, so if you're traveling solo or as a couple, be prepared to share the ride and make some new friends along the way. Fortunately for us, since there are 4 of us today, we've got a boat perfectly to ourselves. It's the ideal setup for our group to relax, chat, and take as many photos as we want without worrying about getting in anyone else's way as we start our journey into the heart of the UNESCO Valley. As the boat glides away from the dock, you'll be amazed by the incredible strength of the local rowers. Most of these sampans are paddled by local women who possess unbelievable stamina, skillfully navigating the river for hours on end. It is truly hard, physical work that they make look effortless. Because of their powerful, rhythmic strokes and the streamlined design of the boats, you actually move quite fast across the emerald water. With the early morning wind brushing against you and the speed of the paddle, it can get surprisingly chilly on the open river, so you'll definitely be glad if you brought a light layer. Despite the brisk air, it is an immensely enjoyable and serene ride, offering a unique perspective of the towering karsts that you just can't get from the shore.
Before the boat plunges into the darkness of the first cave, you are treated to a view that feels like stepping into a classic silk painting. The landscape is dominated by majestic green hills that rise vertically from the water, their jagged limestone peaks blanketed in lush, vibrant vegetation that seems to glow under the morning light. The environment is incredibly serene, away from the bustle of the city. The only sounds you'll hear are the rhythmic splash of the oars and the distant call of birds echoing off the cliffs. There is a profound sense of peace here, with the emerald water perfectly reflecting the sky and the towering karsts, creating a moment of stillness that is truly, breathtakingly beautiful. It is the kind of quiet majesty that makes you realize exactly why this place is nicknamed Pa Long Bay on land. We are now approaching the entrance to the first cave on our journey, ready to disappear into the heart of the limestone mountains. This is the Dot Cave, which at 1,000 meters long, holds the title of the longest and most impressive cave in the entire Trang An complex.
As we enter Dot Cave, the longest at Trang An, the ceiling drops so low that we have to constantly bend our heads to avoid the jagged limestone above. It is a thrilling, tight squeeze that really gets the heart racing, but our rower handles it with masterful skill, navigating the narrow turns and sharp stalactites with pinpoint precision to ensure we stay safe. Historically, this 1,000-meter tunnel served as more than just a passage. During the Tran Dynasty, these hidden water corridors acted as a natural fortress, allowing the Vietnamese military to move troops and supplies invisibly while protected by the impenetrable mountains. Gliding through this dark, ancient artery, you realize you aren't just in a cave, you're traveling through a secret passage that once helped defend a kingdom. I can honestly say that the experience inside Cave is a total eye-opener. Since the water level is at low tide today, we had just enough clearance to squeeze through, but it's mind-blowing to imagine how incredibly tight and challenging this passage becomes during the high tide season. Seeing the watermarks on the limestone walls makes you realize that in wetter months, the ceiling would be inches from your face, making the rowers' precision and navigation even more legendary than it already is.
It felt like we were in another world as we navigated the twists and turns of the 1,000-meter cave, and because it is so incredibly long, the journey through the darkness took quite a while. The air was cool and the silence was only broken by the sound of the oars, making the passage feel like a true adventure into the unknown. When we finally saw the first glimmer of sunlight at the far end, it was a spectacular sight, watching the narrow tunnel open up to reveal the brilliant green landscape once again. Route 3 at Trang An is specifically designed to showcase the geological wonders of this UNESCO site by taking you through 3 distinct and magnificent caves. Your journey begins with the record-breaking Cave, which is the longest in the complex, followed by the enchanting Sang Cave, and finally the mysterious Dai Cave. Each of these limestone tunnels offers a unique atmosphere and different stalactite formations, making Route 3 the ultimate choice for those who want to experience the true depth and variety of NINH BINH's underground river systems.
Emerging from the caves, the first spiritual landmark we encounter is the majestic Suoi Tien Temple, also known as the Fairy Spring Temple. This sacred site is dedicated to Saint Minh Vuong, one of the 3 most revered brother generals from the legendary era of the 18th Hung King. According to local lore, he was a divine guardian tasked with protecting the southern gate of the ancient Ho'olu capital. The temple's name, Fairy Spring, originates from a legend that fairies once descended from heaven to bathe in the crystal-clear waters of the spring here. The significance of Suoi Tien Temple lies in its role as a bastion of spiritual protection for the region. For centuries, it has served as a place where locals and kings alike came to pray for peace, favorable weather, and national prosperity.
For the perfect mix of adventure and history, Route 3 is the definitive Trang An choice. It's the only path that plunges you into the geological heart of the region via the record-breaking 1,000-meter cave. For 300,000 VND, you get a spectacular 3-hour expedition through tight limestone tunnels, sacred temples, and serene emerald waters, offering the best value for any traveler in NINH BINH. Thanks for coming along on this epic NINH BINH adventure. Don't forget to hit subscribe, and we'll see you at the next hidden gem.